self-actualization is believing in yourself. What have you told yourself you could not do lately? What has someone else told you could not accomplish lately? Believing in yourself is not always easy, but it is essential if you are to succeed. Belief in yourself is the beginning of self-motivation and achieving your dreams. Without a solid belief in your own potential and abilities, you are doomed to failure and mediocrity. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, this afternoon, I want to address the matter of self-actualization or self-fulfillment. Willpower.com describes self-actualization as the ongoing process of fully developing your personal potential. I have unlimited potential. Jackie, you have unlimited potential. Potential is simply what you can do, but have not yet done. Now, if only we could be like children, with complete belief in ourselves and the things that we can do. Let me tell you a story which confirms that theory for me. About 2.5 years ago, I was in the process of registering my 2 sons to take part in the Friday Spice on Easter Sunday. That's where the kids have to run, cycle, swim. My then 5-year-old daughter, Kirsten, announced that she wanted to do it too. Now, at this point, she was riding her bicycle but with training wheels. And though she was learning to swim, she could not swim the length of the pool without the noodle. So I said to her, well, Kirsten, I don't think you can do this because they wouldn't allow the noodle and they wouldn't allow the training wheel. Her response was, but Mommy, I can swim without noodles. 3 weeks later, after intense training, the training wheels are removed from her bicycle. And intense practicing with the bike is on the way. About a week before the event, she gets it. She's racing after me, panting, at the canteen pasture, and she's focusing on trying to catch me and getting real comfortable on the bike. Now, what happened at the Try the Spice? You're probably wondering. Well, she did the run, she rode without training wheels, and she swam the length of the pool. That was the hardest part for me. She went under about 3 times. She came up, swam to the side, caught herself, and she finished the swim with no noodle. She stood on the winner's stand with all of her other schoolmates, proudly holding her 3rd place medal. I'm going to take this theory of believing in yourself even further. Before Colonel Sanders, he was a 6th grade dropout, and he's the founder of KFC, became successful. His fried chicken recipe was rejected, get this, 1,009 times. Hard to imagine, right? It's hard to imagine. Now, J.K. Rowling, anyone here knows who she is? She's the author of the Harry Potter books. She's richer than the Queen of England. How many times do you think her typewriter written manuscript was rejected before it was published? 12 times. And I had to look up my favorite author, John Grisham. He had his fair share of failure. He was an American author. He was a lawyer first, and he loved to write. But his first book took him 3 years to write. We have something in common. He wrote A Time to Kill, and that book was rejected 28 times until he got 1 yes for a 5,000 copy print. To date, he sold over 250 million copies of his book. Thank God. Now, what does Rowling, Grisham, Sanders, and Kirsten have in common, which led to their success? They were determined. They did not give up. They had what I call stick-to-itiveness. And to me, that is one of the most important ingredients to self-actualization. Let me share a few more factors that that determines whether or not you will attain self-actualization. Number 1, you need to be specific. When you set a goal, Be as specific as possible. Don't just say, I want to lose some weight. Say, I want to lose 5 pounds in the next 2 weeks. This helps to keep you motivated. Number 2, you need to seize the moment to act on your goals. Don't let an opportunity to take part in a Toastmaster speech contest to improve your public speaking skills pass you by. Do not dawdle. Know how far you have left to go to achieving your goal. You need to monitor your progress. Number 4, be a realistic optimist. Don't fool yourself into thinking all your goals will be achieved with minimum difficulties. Remember Colonel Sanders' 2009 rejection before he got a yes? Number 5, focus on getting better rather than being good. I like that one. Number 6, have grit. Commit to long-term goals and stick it out. Number 7, build willpower. Do something you thought you could not do or would rather not do. Then move on to the next and the next. Build that willpower muscle. Number 8, while building the willpower, remember to not tempt fate. Know your limits and don't put yourself in harm's way. There were lots of swimmers around when my daughter was. Number 9, finally, focus on what you will do, not what you won't do. Now for the persons in the room who may be thinking, while realizing my goal or my goals, I would like to help someone realize their potential. I have a few tips for you too, quick tips. You need to believe in them. You need to encourage them. You need to expect a lot. You need to tell them the truth. You need to be a role model. You need to share yourself. Challenge them. Ask good questions. You need to acknowledge them. You need to spend time with them. Does that sound like a mentor at Toastmasters? That's because it is. So, in conclusion, I encourage each of us to be like my daughter. Be determined to swim. Believe in yourself. Seize the moment to take part in the next speech contest. Give your number 10 speech and realize your goals today. Thank you.